Hi students, this is information technology class. Okay, in the previous class we have learned the evolution of computers, that is some early calculating devices. First one is abacus, that is first calculating devices. The Napier's bone, this was invented by John Napier. Pascaline, it was the first mechanical calculator. Difference engine, this was invented by Charles Babbage, the father of modern computing. Next, analytical engine, the first general purpose computer. And ENIAC, this was the first general purpose electronic computer. But analytical engine was the first general purpose computer, but ENIAC is the first general purpose electronic computer. Next, UNIVAC. ENIAC stands for electronic numerical integrator and calculator. Last one, UNIVAC, stands for universal automatic computer. Universal automatic computer. It was the first commercially available electronic computer. Okay. Today we are going to learn generation of computers and their characteristics. Can you tell the name of different generations of computer? These are the different generations of computers. Okay, there are 5 different generations of computers, starting from first generation to 5th generation. Okay, with each generation of computers, new and improved technological changes have taken place. The present day computer has evolved after several decades of effort. Okay, let us learn about each generation. First is first generation computers. The first generation computers, the year 1940s. They are large in size, thousands of vacuum tubes, and very slow. This is the picture of vacuum tubes. Okay. The characteristics of first generation computers are: they are very bulky, expensive, consume more power, small internal storage, that is their memory capacity is very less, slow in speed. Examples of first generation computers are ENIAC, UNIVAC, EDSAC and EDVAC. Okay, so in first generation computers, vacuum tubes are used. These are very bulky, expensive, consumed more power, small internal storage and slow in speed. Okay, ENIAC, UNIVAC, EDSAC, EDVAC, these are the examples of first generation computers. Next is second generation computers. In the second generation computers, transistors are used. Instead of vacuum tubes, they used transistors. Okay, for getting the input, they use punched cards. Another feature is, for computing, assembly language is used. Not any programming language, they used assembly language. Okay, just like a group of numbers, mnemonics is there, they are used. Next is, this is the picture of transistor. Okay, The characteristics of second generation computers are they are very smaller and faster than first generation computers. They use less power compared to first generation computers. They are very less expensive compared to first generation. They have the larger storage capacity compared to first generation. Example of second generation computer are IBM 350 and IBM 1401 and RCA 501. Okay, so very familiar one is IBM 350. This is the picture of transistor. Next generation is third generation computers. In the third generation computers, instead of transistors, they use integrated circuit. Integrated circuit means IC chips. Integrated circuit. Okay. They are smaller in size compared to second and first. They are very faster, less bulky, produce less heat when they are operating, and less maintenance. Examples of third generation computers are IBM 360, not IBM 350, IBM 360. IBM 360 and 370 series and other computer are Apple I series. Okay, this is the image of integrated circuit, that is IC. Next is fourth generation computers. Instead of integrated circuit or IC, they use in fourth generation microprocessor. Microprocessors are used in fourth generation computers. This is the image of microprocessor. Okay. The characteristics of fourth generation computers are they are very compact, more efficient compared to the previous generations, less costly, greater storage capacity. This is the image of microprocessor. Means a small CPU, single CPU within a chip. It is called microprocessor. This is the circuit board, motherboard. Inside microprocessor is placed. Next, the last one, fifth generation computers. Okay. In the fifth generation computers, they are capable of parallel processing, support voice recognition, understand natural languages, and many more. Okay. This is the ongoing generations. The features of fifth generation computers are very large storage capacity, high processing speed, aims to develop computers that can think, understand, and act like humans. It is based on artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the key in fifth generation computers. Examples of fifth generation computers are some supercomputers. Cray, C-R-A-Y, Cray is the one of the supercomputer, and Param is also the supercomputer developed in India. Then what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence or AI. It makes it possible for machines or computer to learn from experience, adjust to new input, and perform human-like tasks. Then the ability of a computer or computer-controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. Okay, so in using this artificial intelligence, computers or robot behave like human beings. Okay. So these are the history of computers, starting from our first generation, from vacuum tubes, then transistor, IC chips, microprocessor. Last one is using artificial intelligence. Okay, starting from the ENIAC series, ENIAC UNIVAC series, then second generation IBM 350 series, next series is IBM 360 Apple I series, next one is IBM PC was introduced, then now we are in supercomputer stage. Okay, and thank you. Have a nice day, dear children.